Welcome back to the Black Sheep Narrative.
Happy Friday, people.
Mm-hmm.
Means you survived. You made it to another weekend. And that is why we have Howlerhead.
Yeah. Live for the weekend. Live for the weekend.
Banana rum.
Bananarama. It's not bad. You put Diet Coke in it.
It's actually mighty good with Diet Coke.
Is it?
Like, mighty good.
Mighty Joe Young good.
Dude, it's delicious. So I want to recap from last week's episode. For those of you guys that tuned in, we threw some things in the comments and got some feedback. So, number one, you said that there was no cooler couple than Avril Lavigne and...
The Nickelback guy. Chad Kroeger. Chad Kroeger.
Is that who it is?
I think that's his name. I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up.
Well, you don't have to look it up.
Okay.
Nobody cares. He's the Nickelback head singer. He's... Look at this photograph.
And, yeah, Chad Kroeger. I was right.
All right. Well, update. Avril Lavigne is now married to some 41 guy. All right? So, just goes to show power couples don't last.
What a fucking sellout.
Kim and Kanye and...
What a sellout.
Yep. We also had another comment. Bananarama.
They won. Was that that was the first
one?
So
we went with the first one. Kurt Locker, congratulations. We'll be sending you a pre-workout, right?
Pre-workout. You said any pre-workout.
Any pre-workout, you let me know what your jam is. I'll get you one. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. I didn't realize people actually stuck around to the end.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We got a couple other Bananaramas. So Ryan the Problem Child, thank you, brother. Someone corrected you, Jill and Joe Biden.
Corrected me?
Well, I think you threw it out. You couldn't remember his wife's name. You're like, God damn, what's
No, you couldn't remember his wife's name. I remember Jill.
No, you said roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
I'm positive.
That I couldn't say Jill?
Yeah, you're like, is it Jill? Jill? I don't know.
I definitely didn't say his wife Joe Biden.
Jill. Yes. You were saying Jill.
Whatever.
But you were like, I can't remember.
Whatever.
So he's correcting, basically saying, yes, it's Jill and Joe Biden.
Okay. I'm throwing the red flag there. I think I said Jill, but well, I guess we'll review it.
And then someone, Jake Boone, said Uncle Giuseppe's.
Yeah, Uncle Giuseppe's.
I don't know if that's better than
it's
Cobby's, man.
Family-owned Italian.
I don't know if that's better than Cobby's.
It's pretty fucking good, dude.
Is it?
It's good, but I can't compare it to Cobby's because I still haven't been.
Fair enough. I haven't been to Uncle Giuseppe's.
Okay, we'll have to make a day of it.
And go to opposite places. You go to Cobby's, I go to... We'll call each other on the phone. Perfect. Let's do that. Yeah. All right. So... that's all I got for the comments section. Man, I'm just surprised people are watching and commenting. We appreciate that. Someone asked us to get back down the rabbit hole with the aliens.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up on it.
Aliens have been on pause. I feel like that it's been kind of thrown under the rug because of everything that's going on, whether that's the government trying to do that so that we can focus our attention on the other stuff, like the Israel thing, and they're like shoving different things in the alien conspiracy route. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think that maybe it's because like they pulled back the curtain and they're like, aliens do exist and there's a mothership entering our atmosphere and all this shit. Now people are just descending like, okay, well, they're real. Who gives a fuck?
More or less, right? And then that one Mexican guy came out and he was like, I have the aliens. And he like brought them out. They weren't aliens. You saw that?
What?
You know, there's little alien figurines that he brought out that he was in Mexico City talking to the Mexican Senate saying that we have unveiled these aliens or unearthed these aliens.
What?
And they're like, yeah, look it up. But they're not actually aliens. Like they did a DNA test. It was debunked like 5 years ago.
The guy was just an idiot looking for his 15 minutes of fame or what?
Yeah, and then the question goes like, are they just trying to revert back to being like aliens is bullshit? But you've already like kind of shown us behind the curtain that there probably are aliens.
Right. I mean,
so
it was on the nightly news where they were talking about alien mothership and our atmosphere.
Coming into our atmosphere.
Not atmosphere, but our fucking solar system.
Yeah.
Fucking Independence Day shit happening.
Yeah. It's a lot to keep up with. I don't know. I haven't gone down the alien rabbit hole because I've been trying to keep up with the Israel Palestine stuff, which is pretty nuts still.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy. Every day is different. I guess we can go down that rabbit hole too. But recently. What has happened in the Israel-Palestine thing? So they said Israel Defense Force, IDF, said that they were going to invade Palestine or the Gaza.
Yeah.
And then they said, hold off. U.S. said, hold off. And so Israel is holding off until the U.S. can provide anti-aircraft. No, it's not anti-aircraft, anti-missiles to our partners over in that region. Mm-hmm. So like anti-missile.
Gotcha. Yeah, they had videos of those guys all like loaded up in the back of those Toyota fucking
Tundras or Toyota Hiluxes.
Yeah, the Hiluxes. Did you see that video?
Uh-uh.
They were going down and it was just rows and rows of these Toyota Hiluxes and the back ends just loaded with soldiers. Like each one had like 5 or 6 soldiers in the back of it. Just prepared. Ready to roll in. Yeah. So I guess it's on pause, but last night or a couple hours ago, I don't know what time they're on, but I guess Israel attacked northern Gaza. Mm-hmm. And it was fucking heavy missile bombardment, and so I don't know what the result of that is, but they are. Yeah. And then the Ayatollah came out from Iran and said, more or less, if we back Israel, then they're going to. You fucking with that? Yeah, I got it. Okay, go listen. If the Ayatollah came out and said that if the U.S. keeps backing Israel, that they will take that as a threat and they will attack U.S. servicemen. Well, let's get it, dude. Yeah, it's not good. And then a couple of our F-16s or F-15s, I don't know. Either way, bombed Syria yesterday. Yeah, hit a couple Iranian-backed terrorist group over there. So it's getting hot over there. Yeah. Yep. And see, this is my fear because you have all this going on. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but like you see obviously what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. Mm-hmm. You got what's happening over in Israel and Palestine. And then last night the night before, there's another mass shooting. I don't know if you saw that. I saw that in Maine. Right. And it's obviously a guy that has mental health disorder and has ARs. They're like, oh, he's been trained in the military, even though he's a National Guard. Yeah. Right? National Guardsman. But my fear, because they said this is like the second deadliest U.S. mass shooting with an AR, with the first one being the Las Vegas. And it's just another reason for him to come back out and be like, we got to ban, assault rifles. We got to take your guns. It just pushes that back to the front of the politics pool. And my thing is like, I don't think now is the time to look at like taking our weapons. Right? Not with everything that's going on and all the uncertainty. And, so I just don't even want to put that fucking on the table right now because, we need the right to defend ourselves. Because we don't know what's coming. Who the fuck knows? No. Yeah, in the next decade or so, like, where are we going to be at? Mm-hmm. What's the world going to look? I feel like the climate of the world is going to be very different in the next decade than what it is now. At least the leading powers are. Something big's going to happen, unfortunately. It's just like it just seems like the chessboard is being laid out. Yep. Now's the time. I don't know. Israel scares me. The Ukraine thing, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe that's on the back burner now because Israel is on the forefront. So, but they're still fighting like fucking crazy over there. Oh, yeah. So. Still nuts. And then it's just about time before fucking China invades Taiwan, and then we have a serious problem. Right. That's an attack on U.S. territory. More or less. God damn. Yeah. Let's talk about better news. Better news. I got into grad school this week. Yeah, congrats. Got accepted into grad school. Yeah. 6-hour phone interview? It wasn't a phone interview, in-person interview. Oh, I thought it was over the phone. No, I went in. How many people were sitting there in front of you? Was it like a military board? No, it was like 18 of us on this board, and then we had to go and do different like things. So they broke us up, and one of us, like, I had to do like a group discussion, and then I had to do a one-on-one with a therapist, and then I had to do a
like a practical, and then I had to do a writing sample, and then it was over. And then they're like, good luck. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Like only 50% of you are going to make it, more or less. Jeez. But they're really nice. Yeah. Like they're all therapists, so they're all really nice. But they're like, yeah, sorry to like burst your bubble, but it's very like, this is a pretty prestigious program. It's really hard to get into. Only 50% of you are going to make it in, so you guys should know within the next 2 weeks. So
you're going to be a psychiatrist?
Not a psychiatrist, because that's psychology. But therapists can prescribe drugs too, which is interesting. So good. Yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I'll start in January, dude. I haven't gone to school since 2015. So yeah, whatever.
It's like riding a tricycle.
Yeah, tricycle.
Just jump back on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Go to town.
Yeah. No, it won't. It'll be interesting, like the stuff that I learn, and yeah.
I just, I mean, sounds like a cakewalk. You just have to have sympathy and empathy, right?
Is
you
that
just
how
sit there
it
and
is?
stare at people and just be like, tell me about your problems.
Stop being a bitch.
You just kind of zone out and just let them ramble on for a little bit, and you'd be like, how does that make you feel? Every once in a while you just check in, right? Yep. How does that make you feel?
And just repeat the stuff back to what they said, right? Because I'm just a sounding board.
So if I'm hearing this correctly.
Yep, exactly.
Then you just let them.
Then I look at the timer. I said, and time's up.
Yeah, it's the end of our session. I guess we'll.
That would be $200.
We'll pick this back up next week.
It's that simple. It's that simple to help people. You know.
Damn.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew it, dude.
I know. That's why I'm really. I don't understand why I have to go to grad school if I already know how to do it. I don't understand it. What are they going to teach me that I don't even already know?
Yeah. Well, that'd be cool, dude. I hope, you get in there, you get into a point where right before they legalize the psychedelics.
I know, psilocybin, dude. That's going to be fucking sick.
You're going to have everybody
I could be on the forefront.
Balls.
No, I won't be tripping balls. I'll use it as a method to help people cope with PTSD.
Yeah.
And depression.
Yeah.
But Oregon already legalized it. Colorado already legalized it. I think Oregon legalized it for therapeutic use. Right. I'm going to say Colorado legalized it for like the masses.
No shit.
Yeah. But
Colorado. Like for the masses, just anybody could take
it. I think it's decriminalized. I don't think you can buy it there, but I'm pretty sure it's decriminalized in Colorado.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's coming. It'll come around.
It'll come full circle,
and it won't be as expensive as fucking ketamine will be. So, god damn, dude,
that's ridiculous.
It's fucking dumb, dude. That's
dumb.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah, and so like right now, and I gave it a couple nights to see if it would help me like sleep, but I bought this fucking. So I bought this sleep formula.
Okay.
And I used it, and it just makes me feel like absolute ass. And then I went to the fucking Oregon. Okay. Because talking about, psilocybin mushrooms, it'll eventually get legalized.
Yeah.
Who knows when in Idaho we're the last ones to ever
be the last one standing, dude.
Fucking, they legalized marijuana in states all surrounding us, but they haven't yet here. So we went to Ontario. I picked up some just THC droplets, THC and CBD droplets. And I say, take it before you fucking go to bed, and it'll help like knock you out. No.
Does it wire you?
No. It just, I keep waking up throughout the night. And then when I wake up in the morning, because that's my normal issue. I just keep waking up throughout the night. But on this stuff, I keep waking up throughout the night. And then in the morning, I just feel like I'm hungover as shit, Like this morning was rough. Getting up and trying to make it here.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But so now I feel good now that I'm halfway through my day.
Yeah.
Right. But so that's why I don't know. We just need to legalize the shit that is going to help, that is going to work. But who knows even with that? I told you I tried microdosing a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me.
All right. Well, so yeah, my friend gave me some microdose mushrooms.
Yeah.
Was like, hey, just try this. Now that had the opposite effect on me. So I forgot all about. Oh, I didn't I tell you about this?
Oh, you know what
so
you did because you stayed up all night.
Yep, yep. So we took because I was like, he was like, yeah, you'll have some introspection. Is that a word?
Yeah, introspection.
Introspection.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
You get introspective with yourself, and but you, for the most part, you just laugh, and everything's real funny. It's like being kind of super high. And I was like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. And I took one. Nothing was funny to me. I even ended up putting on a comedy, like maybe this will help. But my wife, she was there. She passed out.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there by myself. So I go out in the living room, and we've got this new kitten that's like attacking my hand. So I'm playing with her for a little bit. Next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just sitting there. Didn't even have the TV on. So yeah, I tried watching a comedy. That didn't work. Wasn't funny. And then I got super sick, threw up multiple times. And then I finally passed out.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe nothing will work for me. Who knows? Alcohol.
Yeah, which is even worse. Like that's like on the top of the list. That's what's the worst for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The problem with THC is it's expensive too. Like you go up to Oregon and buy that shit, like, and you're trying to
like
use
$60 a bottle.
How long is a bottle supposed to last?
30 days.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to touch it now because it just
doesn't do anything.
It just wrecks me.
Yeah, especially if it gives you a hangover. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. I felt super hungover today.
Like, I might as well just drink then if I'm going to get a hangover.
That's
anyways.
what I'm saying. That's what I might as well just stick to alcohol, right? Because
yeah, just black out.
This other shit doesn't work for me.
I feel like shit anyways, and it's going to be cheaper. I can buy a bottle of tequila on the bottom shelf for fucking $5. Military special. Yeah, so I hope psilocybin gets legalized. I think it can. I mean, the studies with Johns Hopkins, as we talked about, has proven with addiction and with depression and PTSD, it's doing fucking wonders. But it's still a Schedule 1 drug. I want to say Schedule 1. Yeah. So the government doesn't see any.
They haven't fully approved
usage.
Right.
It doesn't have any medical usage. That's what the government sees it as. But the same with marijuana. Marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug.
So then how did they come up with those medicinal hemp shops?
I don't know.
Marijuana shops.
I don't know.
Like they have to see it as medicinal. At least they do in some states.
Yeah.
Or else they wouldn't be able to sell it, right?
Yeah. Did you know if you get a medical marijuana card, you can't buy guns?
Oh yeah, I bet. I mean, because
they would think because they see it like as being addicted, that you're addicted to something. So.
Yeah, I mean, but that even when you sign for a gun, that's in the statement. Right?
Yeah.
When you have to do your background check, it's like you will not be taking anything that's going to inhibit your, whatever.
Your judgment or whatever.
Yeah.
But
inhibit your judgment. Yeah.
The majority of these motherfuckers
like alcohol, narcotics, prescription drugs. Even if you're on prescription drugs, you can't have a gun.
Yeah.
People still do.
Yeah.
I know people that have felonies that lied about it on their application. I don't know how they didn't get caught.
Wow.
But have lied about it and somehow still got a gun.
That's interesting. That's still kind of bullshit, though, if you get a felony for something fucking, I don't know.
Dumb.
Yeah, like you get in a fight or something.
Yeah.
And it's considered a felony, but then you can't buy a gun. And you can't vote as a felon.
Yeah.
That's
lose
fucked.
all your rights, dude. It's like that. We talked about that social credit score. If you're a felon, your social credit score shit.
Yeah,
but
dude.
The cool news is, like, I know a lot of felons that have turned their lives around and, become very successful out of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is cool to see, but most don't. They get trapped in the system.
It's like impossible to get it off your record, though.
Oh, yeah.
The hoops that you have to jump through and getting a lawyer and lawyer fees, dude, it's like nearly impossible to get that done.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd be fucking bitter against society, too.
Yeah.
You come out of the hole for 2 years, whatever it is. Like I'm talking about like felonies that are like low level felonies. I'm not talking about like fucking.
You could do like, let's say you make a bad judgment and get busted for, I don't know, grand theft, auto, or grand theft itself. Anything that's over $1,000 is an automatic felony.
Yeah.
What if you're a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid, 21-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Still young, make a dumb choice.
Yeah.
Haunts you the rest of your life.
I know.
Can't get a good job having a felony strike,
No. It's nearly impossible to get a job now, let alone if you got to fucking have a felony on your record, Yeah. And even like if you're a felon in most, everyone's like, you could just do fast food or whatever. You can only, I want to say rank up. You can only get what's the word I'm looking, in promotion. You can only promote so high if you're a felon. You can't be a manager at like a Wendy's if you're a felon.
Yeah.
So you're just going to be a fry cook
the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. But I know people, that's the cool thing is like, I don't want to name drop him, but like one guy I know I'm really close with, he's a felon, and he was in for something more aggressive, but he was 18 when it happened, and for homicide, right? Mm-hmm. But he spent 20 years behind bars, got out. Well, so here's the other crazy shit. He spent 20 years behind bars, so he spent more time behind bars than when he was alive, free. 20 years in prison. While he's in prison, he actually gets married. So he had a baby because what happened, they killed this guy, right? It was a gang type thing. Mm-hmm. They kill this guy. They don't find the body for like a year. And so in the meantime, he had like separated himself from these other guys that he was involved with. That murder changed his entire life, right? He met a girl, got her pregnant. They were raising a family. He got a full-time job. He was working construction. And then the cops show up at his door one day and they're like, yep, got you, we got you, bitch. So he got arrested, went to prison, 20 years behind bars. While he was behind bars, his wife and kid died in a car accident.
Oh my God.
Right? And so this dude's behind bars. He gets out. He doesn't know what the fuck he's going to do. He starts lifting weights, becomes a professional bodybuilder. And now he worked his way. He got a couple jobs, and it sucks because like he got a couple jobs, and one job he put that he was a felon, and the job he still got hired. It was a personal trainer at a gym. And then when they background check came back and they actually saw what like they thought felony, kind of like what you were saying, like, hey,
like a low level, low level felony.
They were like, oh fuck, it was murder. So they're like, hey, can't work here. See you later. They walked him out. He got another job, similar instance. Then he went and applied at another place, right? Started at ground level, and the guy's like, he's like, okay, I see you got a felony here. He's like, you're not bringing it into work. You're good. And he was like, yeah, I'm good. The guy was like, all right. And he was like, he goes, do you want to know what the felony was? The guy's like, look, I don't care. Like, he was like, really? He's like, no, let me tell you, right? Because he'd already been let go of 2 other jobs.
Yeah.
And but anyways, the guy hired him on, and now he's worked his way up into like a leadership management position with the firm, and he's doing amazing. And it's like, and I didn't find out about the murder until years later. I've known this guy for like 6 years. Mm-hmm. And when I found out, because someone told me, I was like, no, that's not right. They're like, yeah, this seriously happened. It's like, no, there's no fucking way. And I had to go back and research, and I found all the news articles, and I was like, what the fuck? And so when I brought it up to him, I was like, hey, dude, we need to talk. Like, what's this about? And he handled it super professionally. And I was like, damn, dude. And I was like, and I've told him, I was like, dude, you need to write like a book, like tell this story, because I never would have known this. Just being around you, normally when you're around someone who's been in prison for a long stint of time, it changes them mentally.
Yeah.
And you'd never guess that by speaking to this guy. He's the nicest guy in the world. He's funny. He's very outgoing, very upbeat. Never would have guessed it.
You think he'd want to be on the podcast?
No, he won't.
He won't talk about the story?
No, and that's why I'm reluctant to say his name, because I encouraged him to write a book, tell his story, because I think it could help other people who might be in a similar situation, who thinks that, like, there is no end outcome. There is no end goal. And he's got kids now. He's got a family. They've got a nice house. He doesn't want his kids to, really know about that side of him, which I understand, because they're still young. Maybe at some point in life, but not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah, I get it.
He's a good dude. And same thing, another guy I know that was addicted to drugs and stuff and spent like 5-6 years in prison, got out. I think he was dealing and stuff too, but now he's a successful dude, owns a roofing company, 4 vape shops, like just very motivated. And that shit just, excites me.
Yeah.
See these guys get out of the system, make a change, and do something positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we forget about forgiveness in this culture. It seems that we just want to blast people away into oblivion and forget that everyone's fallible and everyone can go down that wrong. Like, everyone is human, and
100%. Everyone
can go down that same route. Like, to look at that person and say, wow, you killed a person? Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, dude, that's Like, if you're put in the right circumstances with the wrong people and you were all hyped up as a fucking kid, you can't tell me.
With his, it was more, not that it makes it right, but it was gang related, so it was obviously.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm just saying that, like, I feel like anybody could fall down that hole.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, we see that all the time, though, not even with murder, but people even recently, and I even told someone the other day to chill out because it was about someone cheating on his wife with, someone.
Yeah.
And, he came back in and he gave his apologies, and he disappeared for 2 months, and he came back in and gave his apologies.
I saw the apology. Yep.
He did.
I saw it on
actually.
Did he?
At the gym, and people are crucifying him. And it's like, it takes a lot of balls to get up in front of people and admit you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I fucked up. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
So, you can't put yourself on a pedestal above these guys when, like you said, everybody's made mistakes.
Dude, everyone's fucking human, levels. Man. Yeah. Like, you're telling me, I would never fucking do that. I would never. Okay.
Yeah. Who knows? And I'm not defending anybody's actions.
I'm not either.
Because I feel if you do make that mistake, there's got to be consequences. Shit's got to happen.
Yes.
Just most people can't deal with those consequences and come out.
And I don't know if it's because people can see themselves in those people and then they're like, want to shove them away and be like, I could never do that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the fall from grace. It's they're doing like this when you're successful in anything. And like, even if you're looking at like a football, like think of a professional sports league or someone that's, doing really well in business or just life in general. And then they have a fall from grace and everyone's just like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you suck. I knew you were that type of person. It's like, okay. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were talking about the other day, like there needs to be more cheerleaders in this world. It just seems like a lot of people just want to see you fail.
Oh, dude, more people than not want to see you fail.
Like, how does this even happen? I don't even know.
It's that limited mindset of like, if you succeed, you're taking it away from me. If you get money, then that's less money for me.
Greedy motherfuckers, right? It's crazy though that people, and I think I used to be the same way. It was because of jealousy. It was because, I was that way with people coming up, even in the military. Thought I was more deserving for something than someone else because I was working my ass off. But still, it's like, you can't. I don't know why we can't put that aside and like celebrate. There's enough room to win. There's enough victories for everybody in the world. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah, and either step up, man. Like you talked about the rising tides last podcast, and it's like either you step up, and if I start a business and your business model is the same as my business model, but I'm doing better than you, well, you better fucking step up your game, but we can both win together, right? Like, you could do it differently too. Yeah. But like, if you don't change what you're doing and you're complacent, then you are going to be left behind. Yeah. Like, that's the reality of life too. So life is hard in general, but it's not. But just because I'm doing something that you're doing doesn't mean that you can't succeed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. Preach.
Gonna change the world.
Yeah, well, there's enough suffering in this world. Just gotta bring some love and, like, I don't know, positivity, man. There's a lot of negativity in this world right now.
There is. Pessimism.
It's easy. It's way easier to be pessimistic than optimistic.
Right. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What are you going to be for Halloween?
Well, we had the scary strength competition the other day, a couple weeks ago, and the strongman competition. Mm-hmm. It was a Halloween themed one. So I dressed up as a cool crab. Yeah. Cool crustacean, cool crab.
What?
Yeah. So I had glasses on. I had like a little crab hat. I had my claws. So I was a cool crustacean. What's the matter with the cool crustacean?
That sounds horrible.
No, it was cool. I thought of myself as like the South Park episode, you know, like the crab people in South Park. You ever watched that one?
No.
Have you watched South Park at all?
Yeah. I used to love South Park.
Cartman like gets these crab people and then they start a society and I don't know. I forget how the episode goes. It's like ridiculous. But I thought of being a crab person because of that.
Because of that?
Because of the South Park episode.
You fucking nerd.
How about you?
I don't even know. Let us know in the comments. What are you guys going to be? Our viewers, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Yeah.
Dude, it only comes once a year.
I know.
It's my favorite holiday.
Is it?
And yeah, it kind of is.
Why?
I think it's cool. I have no idea. Number one, I like dressing up and just scaring the kids at the front door. Like,
yeah.
Our neighborhood gets busy as shit.
Yeah, you better have.
Normally, I run out of candy, and so I have to like shut the lights off in a hurry. You know?
Yeah.
Candy.
You son of a bitch! You turn off the lights, lock the door, so the kids.
Yeah, if I run, because dude, I'll buy a shit ton of candy. I'll buy and like. It's just like every year, it's like more and more kids show up. I feel like people are driving their kids into our neighborhood from other neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
I would. I was going to say, you better have the big bars up there because that's a nice-ass neighborhood you live in.
Yeah,
so.
People see the bigger houses like, hey, let's go over to Bridge Tower. Let's fucking rack these fools up.
Yep.
So I'll buy like $40, $50 worth of candy bars, candy, and they're gone. Like no time. And I'm like, fuck. So, and it's like every year I buy more and more and more candy. And it's still
the influx of kids. You can't keep up
that's
with
what
them.
I'm saying. So I don't know. So this year I'm going to buy a shit ton of candy, and I just enjoy. Like Carrie, she hates it, and she'll go like lock herself in the room, like just watch TV in the bedroom with the dogs, because that's the other thing. The dogs freak out every time a doorbell. You know,
yeah, that's gonna be.
But I have fun, man. I have fun, like answering the door, trying to scare them and shit. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to be this year, though. Last year I was a gorilla.
Like a full gorilla suit?
Yeah, I had a full gorilla suit.
It must have been. Was it hot?
Yeah. It was really
sweating
hot.
your fucking ass off in that gorilla suit. That's why you like that banana rum, huh?
The banana, yeah. Didn't even think about that. Banana rum.
Yeah, I lived in the ghetto for a while in Boise, and no kids would come around, which was fucking
awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So, and Halloween, we didn't even have to worry about it, but we just bought a house. So and I keep thinking about it.
First year,
yeah. This is my first year, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna stock up, and I'm not gonna be that house that just. I don't want to be those people, dude. You don't want to be the people on the street, because there's little kids down in the cul-de-sac that we live in, and they always say hi to us, and they're always like really nice to us and stuff. And I'm not gonna be that motherfucker that's like that house that you're like, oh, they're home, but they don't have candy, and their lights are off. But we know that they're home.
They know that they're just standing outside judging you.
Yes, that's the house that we used to fucking egg and teepee when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We'd be like, fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they never do. Never give us no free candy.
No candy. So, but I can't afford like the big bars. You know?
Yeah, no. You just get the small.
No, I'm gonna get the small ones, but they're fucking expensive. They're still like 10,
that's what I'm saying. I'll buy like 5 bags. I'm at $50 already. Just 5 giant fucking bags of this shit.
So I was game planning with Iz, and we're trying to game plan. I don't think I'm gonna put the candy outside.
Don't. Yeah, they'll fucking pillage it. Like
the dogs are gonna fucking go nuts. They go nuts if the doorbell rings or if I knock. So I think I'm gonna fucking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna sit outside. I think I'm gonna drink some beers, sit outside with my
the old weird
in my
dude outside
in my cool crustacean
12-pack of Coors.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about the dogs. I'll negate us getting TP'd or fucking egged, you know?
Yeah.
So
I'll send you a picture we have, because like at our house, so I like fucking with the kids, but I bought these new lights. They look like flame lights, and I put them in the garage so they look like they're flickering flames. Yeah. And then we have this dude, my wife has him from like a job she worked at multiple years ago, but he stands like 9 feet tall. He's kind of like a lurch. And you plug him in, and it's like an air thing, and it like fills him up.
Oh, cool.
And he stands like 7 foot tall. I can't remember. She calls him like Larry or
Larry.
I can't remember her name. She named him, but yeah, I put him out every Halloween because he's fucking huge, and like little kids will get scared, and like you'll see like
that's cool.
on the door cam. I'll try and get some videos, but if it's ever like a little kid, like maybe 3 years old, they won't come up to the front door because they'll be afraid of him.
Because fucking Larry's standing outside
there next to the fucking kids will freak out.
Yeah.
And we have like a little fucking strobe light. I get dumb with it.
Yeah.
It makes has music in it.
Yeah.
Does the holy sounds.
You know, when I was a little kid, we'd always game plan to go to the houses with the big candy bars around the neighborhood, and we always mapped out. Dude,
yep.
We would have like the map. You would always go up to the kids that were coming back and be like, "Yo, which houses has the big fucking candy bars?"
Yep.
And I always thought growing up that I wanted to be that house with the big candy bars. Like I knew I would I'd make it in life if I was that house with the big candy bars and be like, "Yeah, that's the fucking house you want to go in Halloween." Yeah. You know, because big candy bars ain't fucking cheap, dude.
No, they're not. And what's that street downtown that everybody goes to?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a cool ass street with all the big trees, but it's like famous for Halloween night.
Are they?
Yeah, because that's where everybody goes. They go to that one street.
Yeah, it's the ritzy part of town. Isn't it like
Boise,
Hyde
old
Park?
It's over by Hyde Park.
Yeah.
But there's a street there. I can't remember what street it is. 8th? I don't remember. But anyways.
It's all the old houses, really nice houses that are all like
plantation-like houses, and people go there from all over.
They're all like $1 million a piece now.
Yeah, but if you ever see, I'm sure you could look it up online, but there's Harrison Boulevard, right? So the videos of it every year, and it's just like the sidewalks just lined with. There's like lines of people to get up to a door.
Makes sense.
I bet you all those motherfuckers have the big candy bars.
Yeah, and they're probably coming from the fucking ghettos where I was at because
let's go
hey, candy bars ain't
Boulevard.
cheap, dude. We're gonna sell them after today.
That's right.
I can't believe Halloween's your favorite.
Well, what? Christmas?
Thanksgiving ultimately is my favorite. Dude.
I hate it, and maybe it's just because I've been in sales for so long that now I just hate Thanksgiving because you always had to deal with Black Friday and all that disaster.
I guess you're right. But I don't even think about it that way from a business standpoint. I know you've already game planning it, so it's like fuck, because it's madness. Black Friday is always Black Friday. Well, now it's not even Black Friday anymore. It's literally the week. Black
November.
That's what it's come
That's
to.
That's what I was talking about, dude. I did a post about that on Threads because it's like the more I see, we've just turned it into just consumerism the entire month of November. And it is. It used to be because back in the day when I was in retail, when I first started out and I was working for Best Buy and I was a manager for them, and Black Friday was your Super Bowl, right? So you you started planning in September and you were going to have a game plan. Everything was going to be solid, and you had to go rent like fucking those like crowd control cords and stuff.
God,
people,
it's madness. Yeah.
And you knew you'd be there like Thanksgiving night. You ate your food, you went to bed early because you had to be up there at like 4. You show up at 4 a.m. and there was a line of people just waiting to get in your store. It's like, fuck. So you open up the door, you get in there, and you're trying to keep some crowd control and just chaos. But it was just that day. Friday was just hell. Right? And then it would usually leak over into Saturday and Sunday just because it's the weekend, whatever you had left or whatever would carry on. But then they came out with Cyber Monday, and Cyber Monday was like the deals for fucking online. Yeah. And then it expanded, and now, like I talked to one of my buddies, I'm still friends with some guys that are like general managers at Best Buy and district managers. They now go in Thursday night. So it's like if they want to have Thanksgiving dinner, they need to eat it at like 1. Because they open up the store Thanksgiving night now at 4. They work till midnight. Then a morning crew comes in at 4 a.m. the next morning. And
that's
it's just like,
bullshit,
what the fuck?
dude.
Like, you work on Thanksgiving? That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
And now it's like, now that I'm checking out our competitors and stuff, like, what's everybody doing for Black Friday? And it's like, some people are starting Black Friday sale like November 8th.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're doing a 3-week fucking Black Friday sale?
And I feel like it gets earlier and earlier. Like, it's going to bleed into October, and then...
It's dumb.
It's fucking madness, dude.
Yeah.
Can't keep up with it.
No, and so I even put in my post, I was like, we will not be doing that. So,
no. Because I think last year I saw companies doing it like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was like the week
personally,
prior.
I feel I feel like it's a horrible game plan from a business standpoint, because if they're going to go that long, then it's like, you put out this sale, it's 2 weeks long, and people will be like, oh, fuck, I got time, I'll get back to it. And then they go on with life and they forget. Like, you make it short and sweet, one day, fucking boom, nasty deals.
Yes.
People act with urgency. And I feel like that just helps the business more, but I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
But I know we tried it. I did Black Friday sale one year where it was a week long, and I did better when I just did a one-day sale.
It was last year that we did.
I think it was last
I think
year
it was
or the year
last. I
before.
think it was last year you did the week because we were talking about it.
I was like, just didn't do as well.
Yeah.
Like you created, I think a 4 day is a good spot because you have Cyber Monday. So I think you do Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
Those 4 days, good.
Yeah. That's what I think I did that for Until Death. I did that last year. I don't want to fuck with people on their fucking Thanksgiving, dude. I don't think it's right. I don't want to even like, and this is the one day that you can get and sit with family, fucking watch some football, drink some beer, eat some food, have good conversation. Like, dude, fuck this retail bullshit, dude. Don't buy shit. Like, just enjoy life. Live in the moment.
Yeah.
You know? And then
disconnect.
Come Friday, cool. Like, if you want to get something on a discounted price for Christmas for someone, cool.
Even me, though, like Black Friday, like, dude, I'll go online and I'll see, like, what I want to get. I'm not going out there to deal in the fucking chaos and the traffic. Like, people still do that. I'm like,
get ran the fuck over, dude. You've seen this fucking madness? Like, they open the fucking door, the floodgates, and people are running people over to get what? A fucking discounted Xbox One for $200 less? Like,
yeah. And most of the deals aren't even that great when you look at them, you know? I remember there was one year, though, so I had this dude, he was a sales manager underneath me, and he was really good. He was a young sales manager. And we had Black Friday. It was at Best Buy. And fucking these people were fighting. I think it was an MP3 player. Remember back in the day when we had those little MP3 players? Yeah. We had some special on MP3 player, and there were these two ladies fighting over it. They had the last one in their hands. They're like, it's mine. And my sales manager walked up and grabbed it out of both of their hands. He's like, good. And he threw it down on the ground. He stomped that bitch out, and he's like, now neither one of you can have it.
Damn.
And they wanted to file a complaint. So they wanted to file a complaint with me, and they filed their complaint, and they're like, I'm going to write a letter in the fucking, corporate office and blah, blah, blah. And the lady stormed out. I went up to him. I was like, well, that just happened.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, fucking.
If that's what you're
like, probably not the best choice to smashing it out in front of them, but
probably not the best choice.
But I know where you're coming from.
But it is pretty funny and ironic. And like,
stomp that bitch out.
Yeah. And they deserved it. Maybe not the right course of action. But yeah, if you get to that point, like, I don't know, man. Like, I know people that live for it. Like, I know a couple of people that are probably already planning on going. Like, I remember in my family, I would go home for Thanksgiving or even Thanksgiving, and they'd be like, oh, I got to leave early. Like, got to get in line for whatever they were trying to get, the fucking plasma screen TV. It's like, is it that fucking worth it? Is it? No, it's not worth it, man.
Fucking dumb. Oh, well.
Realistically, and we had this discussion about Black Friday, like, I'm just trying to get rid of inventory at this point. Like, well, I mean, when Black Friday comes, right? Because you're not really getting crazy or new inventory in because it's right to Christmas, then it's January, and then you fucking have your federal taxes due.
Ah, fuck.
Right?
Don't remind me.
So the real thing about Black Friday, at least from my standpoint, is like I want to get all my inventory that's just been sitting there.
I think that's what a lot of businesses probably do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that. It sucks.
Like I don't want to sit on inventory that I'm going to get fucking taxed for.
Right.
Because for those people that don't know, if you own a business, all of your inventory that just sits there is going to be taxed
every year.
And then you're just like, fuck, dude.
Every year I get hit with that, and it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. But
it gives me a stomachache. I know I'm not trying to bring up January because it's already given me a stomachache because tax season is. I fucking hate tax season. I think everyone that owns a business fucking hates tax season. Like,
See, what sucks is in the supplement industry, like, you have to be well stocked at the end of the year. Yeah. So we get fucked every single time because you roll right into January and it's resolution time.
Yeah,
right?
true. So
with supplements, like, because I made that mistake one time and we sold through so much in Black Friday and Cyber Monday that I had like next to no inventory, and I got destroyed in January, which is our strongest fucking month.
Oh, that's hard.
So you have to ramp up going into December. You have to make sure that you have inventory that you're squared away for January.
Yeah.
And to your point, I end up paying taxes on all of it.
just hoping that you can push as much as as much as you can before you have to sit down with your tax guy and be like, yep, this is how much I have.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can do,
there's nothing.
You can't even push it because you got to hold on to it for January.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
It sucks, man. It fucking sucks.
Goddamn tax man.
Well, it's just frustrating, dude. It's just frustrating because where the tax dollars are going overseas right now. It's not even fucking going here. No. That's what's frustrating about it. Maybe if we had like a vote or we could actually see where it's going, but exactly where it's fucking going. It's going to fucking Israel and Ukraine right now. Hundreds of billions of fucking dollars. There's more money. We sent more money to Ukraine than we did spend in all of Vietnam. Granted, like our money is different, or we're inflated. Like our inflation's like fucking nuts, and the dollar is less than what it was. But it's just frustrating, dude. It's like I get taxed here, I get taxed here, I get taxed. Like everything I do is fucking taxed. Then you come and fucking rape my business, more or less.
Yeah, dude. It's a burden, man. It's a heavy burden.
It is. Not to dissuade. Is dissuade? Is that a word? Yeah. Not to...
we come up with a lot of our own words.
Yeah, I like that word, though. If you should start a small business. Anyone that's listening, if you're on the fence, do it. But, God, taxes fucking suck, dude. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, just know what you're getting into. If you do want to start your businesses, like again, last night I probably spent an hour, more time than I should have, discussing. Some guy found me on TikTok and he was asking me for help with his supplement business. And he's struggling; he can't sell product, and so I broke shit down for him. But a lot of people don't understand that, like when you do own your own business, like there's like the mentorship you need. Like this kid that didn't know what the hell he was doing. His products are honestly not that great, and he even agrees. But when you become that business owner, it's like you don't get any time off. Like talking about Thanksgiving and Halloween, like Halloween's my favorite, I'm going to enjoy. But that night, who knows? They can go to hell because there's always some sort of dumpster fire that comes up. So there's nights I don't get home. I get in here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Usually 7:30, 8 o'clock. There's nights I don't leave here until like 9 p.m. just dealing with shit. Mm-hmm. And, eventually, hopefully it plays out. But in the beginning, like the first 5 years, don't expect it to. No. You're going to be working your fucking ass off.
Yeah.
You work nonstop because everybody wants to be the man, but nobody wants to put in the work of the man.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see that, and you'll even see the opposite of where, like, it spikes, like, all of a sudden, for some reason, I don't know, you're a fucking TikTok influencer or anything, and then your fucking business fucking spikes, and then just as fast as it was good, it fucking downfalls the same way, right? Because they think it's going to be forever, and they're not putting in the work,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's tough because, like you said, you're checking your emails constantly, and there's always someone in your emails like saying something, and you're like, okay, I'll get to it. Yep, you're right. I fucked up or whatever. I didn't get UPS lost my package.
Yeah, dude, deal with that shit all the time. That sucks. Did I tell you about our insurance?
Mm-mm.
I didn't tell you.
No.
So the insurance, they do an audit basically for your prior year. So when you get insurance in this industry, we have to have like liability in case someone has a heart attack. We have to be able to cover like $2 million per aggregate. Like if someone claims our supplements fucked them up, then it covers for like our lawyers and all that other shit. So when you come in, you say, okay, boom, here's how much we're going to do in revenue. And your insurance policy is based on how much you sell. Well, at the end of the year, I didn't know they do an audit, and they come back through and they actually see like, okay, how much did you sell? And so we quoted that we were here. We're like, well, we expect to see like 20% growth. No, actually like, oh, you saw 50% growth.
Oh, great.
And so they just sent me a bill for $1,200 to cover the leftover of my premium based on. So I asked them, I was like, wait, so you just sent me a bill because we came in over projections, which
is great. Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but all we can ever do is estimate, like, here's where we're going to come in at. So they were like, here's your bill. I'm like, sweet. So this year I estimated, 30 to 35% growth. So let's say I only come in at 10.
Yeah.
Are you going to cut me a check back and like, well, it's not in our policy to do that. We don't. Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of fucked.
Shady. Yeah.
So at the end of the year, you're going to true up only if it benefits you though.
Yep.
So you're going to do the audit regardless.
Yeah.
You're going to spend your time digging into my numbers. And if I come up on par or below, it's like, well, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But if I come up over, you're going to fucking calculate it to the penny. And I've got to pay you.
Dude.
That's some fucked up bullshit.
That's some fuckery. Yeah,
goddamn insurance, dude.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, maybe I should protect 5%. So if I hit only 5%, then I don't have to pay your fucking asses. But then you're fucked because if you go 50% and you only paid 5%, then you're fucking cutting a check for 20 grand.
What they do is they force you to try and be as accurate as possible with your projections, because if you come up under and you owe, well, a percentage of what I owe, they give to the audit company. So you're paying, basically it's like a 20% commission fee to that audit company for finding your gap. So like I owed $1,200, I think it was.
Yeah.
So what's 20% of that? Yeah, it's about $200 extra that I'd pay because I had to pay the 20% for that audit company to come in and be like, oh, you underpaid. Now you owe us. Fuck.
Oh my God.
I got the bill with the breakdown. I'm like, wait, what's this commission? This 20% commission?
Yeah.
Oh, that goes to the audit company.
Great.
So if I would have been spot on or even just a tiny bit higher,
yeah,
20% of nothing is nothing. So I wouldn't have owed them anything.
I wonder how many of these.
So does that inspire the audit company? Thinking from that, because they know they get a 20% cut. So yeah, they're trying to find any fucking thing they possibly can.
Anything.
Because that's how they get paid. If they don't find anything, they get paid nothing. That's fucked up. There's some things in this world that are just fucked.
Oh, there's a lot of things, but we're going to look at the positive side. But that makes me think, like, do you think these little, like these supplement companies that are like not that big even have insurance?
No, most don't.
I would assume as much, right?
There's one that we talk about that is they've blown up.
Yeah.
He still doesn't.
I assumed as much.
I even put him in contact with my insurance agent, was like, dude, you need this. No, I don't.
So if someone were to go like, yo, we think that your product fucked me up, and they sued that company,
yeah,
they're fucking on the hook.
War. They're on the hook, yeah. They have to go get their own representation.
Is it illegal to not have insurance in the supplement company supplement world?
I don't think it's illegal, but you'd want it, right?
I would hope so. Yeah.
You want it.
Yeah, just in case.
Right.
But I didn't know.
But like our insurance policy covers everything. My insurance policy covers like this facility too. So if something were to happen, my products get damaged, anything, that's all covered underneath the same fucking aggregate.
Yeah.
So even if we have a loss claim, the place catches on fire and all my product burns up, that's covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just depends. Like, a normal business, that's the other thing in the supplement world, is a normal business, you can go get a liability policy to cover your assets and shit like that. Right? But in the supplement industry, since people are ingesting, something that's higher risk.
Yeah.
So the insurance policies are quite a bit more.
Yeah.
So mine cost me, I think it was $6,200 after paying this $1,200. It was like $6,200 for the year.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, speaking of which, what's also fucked? So I was just checking my mortgage the other day, and I was just fucking around because I have to we pay on the first, and I was looking at the breakdown of numbers. Have you ever looked on the breakdown of numbers for your mortgage?
Oh, how much interest you paid?
How much you're paying on your premium versus how much interest you're fucking paying?
Yeah, in the very beginning, it's pretty much all interest, right?
It's all interest.
Yeah, all of it. And then as it depreciates the value, it flips, so.
It was like 80% interest I'm paying in the beginning. Yeah. That was because last month was my first month.
You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, because there is a breakdown prior when you go in to sign all your documents, and they're like talking to the mortgage, whatever, the broker, whatever the fuck they're called. She was like, don't look at those numbers. And I'm like, I'm fucking looking at those numbers. And then it shows like how much you are actually paying in your 30-year fixed mortgage or whatever. And for us, it was like over $1 million, but our house is like 300. plus thousand
or
whatever.
$1 million?
It was over $1 million with the interest. Yeah.
What interest rate did you get?
5.5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is incredible,
good.
right?
It's
Which
good
is
right
fucking
now, yeah.
incredible right now compared to, it's at 8%. I was looking, I
fucking
always fuck
ridiculous
around
right
on Reddit and look at the more, like, they have like mortgages today, and there was a thread that was like, what did you pay for your interest rate? Like, what did you get locked in at? And the lowest I saw was like 6.5 or something like that. But some people got locked in for 8.
I know. And that's the scary thing. So like it makes it almost non-affordable to even be able to buy a house. Like I was talking to this other guy that does supplement reviews, and he's in the market now to finally buy a house. He's like, I can't fucking afford it.
No.
It's like, it's ridiculous. And I expect that'll change within the next year, especially with it being an election year and everything else that's going on, conflict in the world. I guarantee that the interest rates will drop. I just don't know how low. But because look, when COVID hit, right, everybody stopped spending. Like, oh, fuck, we're in some serious shit.
Yeah.
We need to boost the economy, so they lowered interest rates. And when they did that, that's when I jumped in and refinanced my house because I got my interest rate down to 2.37.
Yeah. Which we will probably never see again.
Maybe never again. That's why I jumped on it. And I had to pay, I think I had to pay like $3,000 to buy the rate down to that because it was at like 3.1.
Whatever.
Like, fuck it, yeah,
give me.
That's going to save me thousands in the long run. But I don't know if it'll ever get that low again, but I think it'll get back into the 4s.
I hope so. I mean, I'm not like trying to say, yeah, go me. Like I fucking locked this rate in. Like, dude, we didn't know any better. No. Like we walked in, but my lease was,
when you bought, that's probably, I think that was really good even.
Right? We didn't know. We didn't even know, because it was so like variable. Like it was going up and down so crazy when we were when we went in, and we were getting out of our lease. And again, we lived in the fucking ghetto, dude. And it was like this shitty ass fucking town home-ish place that we were living in that they did nothing for. And it was like getting to the point where it was like, the amount that we were paying in rent was about equatable a couple $100 less than what we're paying in mortgage. And I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated having to talk to this motherfucker that I rented to. Oh, God, dude.
Dad?
Dude.
You creeper?
They didn't do anything. No, it was this guy that came in, it was a young couple that owned the place prior. And we came in and the place was a fucking dump, dude. Like the person prior to us had a cat, and the cat pissed all over the place. So we were like, hey, it was originally like, I think like $1,000 rent a month.
Yeah.
We were like, hey, we'll cut out the carpet, like repaint it, because it's a fucking wreck. Like it was fucking gross. The guy was like, cool, like I'll rent it to you for $700 a month. I was like, okay, cool. That's pretty good. Right. Then a new guy came in, bought the property from him. It was like, hey, there's going to be some changes. Okay.
Raise the rates?
Raise the rates, dude. It was because it went from $700 when we originally got there to $1,000 after he paid us basically back from us putting all the work we did, right? Okay. So, and then it went all the way up. At the end of it, we were paying $1,700 a month. Right?
During
to rent.
COVID again.
Yes.
Right?
And it just kept going up and up. And and we were kind of locked in because we didn't know where the military was going to fucking put us. Cause that was when I was still in the military. So we were like, who knows what's going to happen? Then I fucking did all the medical bullshit. And then finally it was like, okay, I finally got my orders to get out. This is the date. I sent it. I fucking gave them the paperwork, was like, yeah, we're leaving. Like, here you go. And then, we walked into the mortgage and they were like, well, it's at 5.6 right now. And we were like, fuck us, lock us in, whatever. Just give it to us or whatever. And then I guess a week later, we got locked in. And then literally a week later, it went up to 6.2 in 1 week. Yeah. And that would have, if it was above 6, we calculated it out.
You wouldn't have been able to.
No, because it was like that's $300 more. Yeah. It was like $200 to $300 more just for that, just for mortgage, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, that's not including your fucking water bill, electric bill, fucking whatever, dude. Yeah. I feel like I get bills in the mail every single day now. And it's like, dude, I don't even know what this is. Irrigation bill? I got an irrigation bill the other day.
Yeah.
That was
you got to pay irrigation.
$30. Yeah. I pay my water bill. What are you fucking talking about? Like irrigation bill?
Yeah, you're on irrigation.
Yeah, we're on irrigation, I guess. But we didn't know. I was like, I assumed that paying the water bill, but that doesn't include the irrigation. Granted, it's not like that much, but you're getting another bill. It's like, dude, God damn it. Like,
welcome to owning your own house.
Yeah. But it's all like, as much as I complain, like, it's fucking amazing. I don't
sure
answer to fucking
escrow.
Yeah. Well, we're paying into escrow.
Yeah, you pay into escrow.
Yeah.
Be ready, because if your property taxes
go
take a
up,
hike,
and
there's not enough in your escrow account to cover it,
you have to pay.
And you have to pay it. But on the flip side, if for some reason, which I've had happen in the past, our escrow went like way down, I don't know why, or our taxes and everything went down, and so I got a check for like $600. I was like, hell yeah, that's always a victory.
Yeah.
Take notes, insurance company.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I guess they don't tell you. Like, dude, you just sign your life away when you buy a mortgage, and then you don't realize, like, there's a lot to come.
Shit,
but I wouldn't change anything. Like, dude, there's something to say about owning a house. Being 100%. Like, dude, if I want to fucking run my head through this wall and make a hole,
I can do it.
I can do it, dude. Who gives a fuck?
Fuck that wall.
Yeah. Yeah. And not answering to anyone. That's my big thing. I fucking always hated having to, like, a year goes by, you're going to get that fucking text from the landlord saying, hey, it's time to re-up. Oh, by the way, it's going to be $300 more a month this time. Good luck trying to find another place. God, fuck, dude. Okay, whatever.
So you saving money now that you're in your home?
Am I saving? What do you mean?
Is it less than what your rent was?
No, it's like $300 more.
Which
place, really isn't that bad. Yeah, dude, much bigger place. Like, dude, we had like a 700 square foot place.
God. Yeah,
with
crazy.
2-3 dogs.
But it's wild, dude. Like, get this. I remember my first home I bought out in Nampa in 2000. I don't remember.
Yeah.
When I worked for Best Buy.
Yeah.
But I bought a house. I got it for $88,000. It was 1,700 square feet. And my monthly payment was $650 a month. And I rented out 2 of the other rooms to friends. I charged them each $300.
Oh,
so
God, you were living like a fucking king, dude.
Yeah, it was amazing. But it's just like putting things in perspective. Like, that was 2000, I think it was 2005.
Dude, that's what scares me is like, so okay, if it's like, 2023 and you're talking about it was $88,000 then, in another 10 years.
For a brand new home, too.
In another 10 years, are you going to say that this bitch is going to be another $100,000 more? Well, dude, and then you're just going to be priced the fuck out of everything?
Right. That's what, I mean, my real estate agent kept bugging me. The house we're in now, we bought for $320.
Which is like a mansion. It's not a mansion. It's to me, it's like a fucking mansion. It's a really nice house.
And my realtor was like, dude, you need to, let's sell your house. He's like, I'll get you $800K for it right now. I'm like, right, but where am I going to go? Like, you give me $800K for this, I'm going to be looking at $1 million plus for something comparable.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
So,
and then they talk about
it's nuts. Like, so it's over doubled in value in 4 years.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Because of the market.
And then you talk about like generational wealth. Like all the gurus talk about like it's important to own a home, to buy a home, because that's how you like, I don't want to say like level up in your life, but like, okay, you buy this home for a little bit, 10 years down the road, okay, you have some equity in it, then you can sell it, then you can level up and get a bigger home, it's like a starter home, and then you get, and it's like, I don't know if that's how does that come into play with the interest rates are so fucking much that like.
It does.
Well,
not right now.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? People are priced in, so it's like, okay, I guess I'm going to live in this house forever. Hopefully you made the right decision.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know back in the day, my buddy, so he got into, what do you call that? RVBO. Basically, God damn, where people rent your house. What do you call that? Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
So he got into that.
Yeah.
He started Airbnb-ing out his house. And he was making enough to cover that house. So he went and bought another house. And then that one Airbnb got big enough to where what he was getting off of it was covering both houses. So then he started Airbnb-ing out that second house. He went and bought another house. He bought a significantly bigger house each time. So, and I was like, dude, there's that many people traveling to Boise, Idaho? He's like, yeah, he's like, it's rented out like 80% of the time. And all he has to do is cover the cost of like having maids go in there, clean it, change the sheets and shit like that. But, dude, he's charging out the ass. And now both of his houses are covering his new house, plus he doesn't have to work. Like, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are frustrated about that, though, because it's like, okay, you're pricing people out of the market because you're buying houses that you're just using for Airbnb when you could have a person come in and live in that house.
It's true. Yeah.
Because there are big.
They're doing it as a business.
And I'm not saying him, but there also are like big corporations like BlackRock that come in and buy a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
And then price everybody out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and raise the prices of everything. So. Yeah, it's crazy. It's craziness. It's craziness. But you will eat the bugs and you'll like it, or whatever. What is his name? Klaus Schwab? No, Klaus Schwab?
No. Who the fuck's that?
Klaus Schwab? Klaus Schwab? Yeah.
Klaus.
Yeah. He was the one that, he's like a big proponent of the New World Order, they say, or like he's on the, what is it, WHO? Is it WEF? World Economic Forum. That's it. WEF. Big name billionaires are on it or whatever, and he's like the fucking leader, and he literally looks like if he could be the Empire of Star Wars. Like, he's just this dark, weird, but he has a quote, and he's trying to promote this one world government kind of mentality, and you can see in one of his quotes, he says that basically that he's going to like, you will own nothing and be happy. That's his big thing. That's the new push for and there's fucking Elon Musk is on that board. Bill Gates is on the WEF. Like, all these big name players, and he's the fucking head of it. And that's what he's saying. He was also talking about bugs, how that they're going to push all animal products out, and then you're gonna eat the bugs. Eats the bugs. He's like German. Eats the bugs. You never see. Yeah, dude, it's scary. It's scary.
Fuck that dude.
And it's yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, who fucking nominated you as fucking president of the world?
Made you
and you're gonna tell me that
and Elon Musk is on it?
Elon Musk is on it.
Bill Gates?
Donald.
Fuck that.
I don't think Donald Trump is on it, but what's her face is on it. His daughter's on it, on the board.
Ivanka?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Dude, look up who's on the WEF board.
I don't want to.
Scary. Yeah. And that's their big, like, they're trying to push for a new world government and new, like, basically a new society.
You eat the bugs.
You eat the bugs, and then he talks about how you are going to own nothing in this new society, and you'll be happy.
Bill Gates and Elon Musk are like, dude, yeah, that's fucking, let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds great. But they have so much money anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know. I think they're just fucking mad. Dude, I think you get to a point where you have all this money and money doesn't matter anymore. So you're just trying to sway how the world fucking works now because nothing gets you up anymore. Dude, if you have enough money to buy whatever the fuck you want, it's like, whatever. That's super. That mega yacht doesn't fucking get me anymore, dude. I just want to sway. I want to change the world.
People eat fucking bugs.
Exactly.
Fuck these.
Well, you're gonna be eating fucking steak,
caviar, and fucking
eating steak. We're gonna be the fucking minions. The peons are gonna be eating fucking locusts and
gross,
and not owning anything.
Yeah.
But then people, obviously look at that and they see where we're at as a society right now, where it's like, dude, a lot of people are getting priced out. Like the majority, or not the majority, but it raises each month the amount of people that are just living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like a big percentage of people that are like, if something major were to happen in their lives,
I'm fucked.
They're done.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss a fucking payment. And then like the credit card usage is at the highest it's ever been right now.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
People, dude, it's fucking rough out there, dude.
Right. So, yeah. And then if you feel like there's an economic collapse or anything, like people don't understand that a lot of people think, hey, I have all this money in the bank, so I'm good, right? But literally, let's say you had fucking $1 million in the bank. If you went to the bank and tried to withdraw half of that, $500,000, the banks don't have that much on hand. They're like, well, we can't get that to you. Normally it takes them a couple weeks for like big requests that big. Like if you really want this much cash, it's going to take us 2 weeks and we'll have to fucking
you have to order the money
where
in.
We can get the money in because it's actually not even printed, so we don't have it.
Yeah.
So your money is just funny money right now. The banks collapse. You go to try and pull out your money, it's not fucking there. Like,
And then your money is depreciated so much because the economy collapsed that the money wouldn't even matter. The U.S. dollar would not be worth anything. Like it would just be like a depression where you would use the money just to warm yourself, like fucking light it on fire and fucking make warmth. Yeah, that's what that's what the like financial advisors talk about is like really if you just keep your money in the bank, you have a lot of money or whatever, it's just going to depreciate over time. So you got to put it into something, in some sort of asset.
Yeah.
Or assets, you know?
Yeah.
But what that assets are, I don't know. I'm not a fucking financial advisor. Gold? I'm trying to find weapons.
Sounds like bugs is where it's at.
Yeah, dude.
Invest in a bunch of bugs. That's what everybody's going to be eating.
Dude, that's it. Protein bugs. That's fucking, right. Dude. Who fucking nominated you as one world government leader?
Have you seen those protein crickets you can buy?
Have you ate one?
No, I'm going to though.
When?
I don't know. I'm going to. I need to find them.
You've seen the protein, like the cricket protein powder?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But there's ones that was like, I think it's actually the crickets in the bag. So like you get them in.
Oh yeah.
And they're crunchy.
They taste like ass, dude.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't taste good.
I gotta try it.
I'm not gonna I'm gonna eat fuck you. Fuck you, I'm not gonna eat bugs for the rest of my life.
Not even cricket protein?
I don't know.
You'll try it if
I've tried cricket protein. It tastes like ass again.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's not good at all. Well, maybe you could be on the forefront. Maybe you and Carl Schwab can fucking team up, and UXO will turn into the cricket
reviews
protein
for him on my review channel. Like today we're reviewing this.
Klaus Schwab.
Today we're reviewing crickets. Every day will be something different.
Fucking gross.
Today is beetles.
Scorpions tomorrow. Dude,
gross.
I don't want to eat the bugs, and I'm not going to eat the bugs.
Not going to eat the bugs.
Eat the bugs, and you will like it.
Oh,
fucking German, dude.
Kurt, we know you're still here.
Kurt Locker.
Yep, because you put in Bananarama. So thank you for participating last week.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have for him this week? Nothing.
I don't think anything. We can't give away every.
Yeah, that's right, dude. You got 5% interest to pay for.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm sorry, guys. The economy's looking rough. I can't afford to give you guys free stuff. So if you're here just for the free stuff, I'm sorry. You fucked up.
We're going to try and do some digging on alien stuff. We'll come back at you with some conspiracy alien theory type shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys like that. But let us know in the comments section below what else you want to know about.
Yeah,
Questions you might have for me and Nick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, Skinwalker Ranch is fucking cool. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it is cool.
I haven't looked into it. Well, maybe we'll do that.
Skinwalker Ranch for next episode.
Skinwalker Ranch.
They have a good series on it. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't watched it at all. I've seen it, but until next time, people, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. And please like and subscribe to help us beat the algorithm.
Yeah, and tell me if you would eat the bugs.
Eat the bugs.
Yeah, let me know in the comments if you would eat the bugs.
All right, black sheep out.
Peace.